Hi and welcome to this vegetation tutorial. In this tutorial I'll obviously be talking about vegetation. First of all, let's select a vegetation. Firstly, you go here and then you got a variety of different folders you can choose that came with the game engine. Distant trees, ground leaves, meadow, rocky ravine and espion. We'll talk about distant trees later. Firstly, I'll just go to rocky ravine for an example. I'm going to use this as an example. As you can see, the tree I just picked is here, and when you've selected it, it will be highlighted in red. Also, there's a brush radius, and to paint the object or vegetation, you can increase the brush radius or decrease it. And now I just like to put it on about 2 or 1. Probably 1 is the best, just for a small example. On the right, we could have a list of properties for this vegetation, such as size and size variation, random rotation, blending, slight slope and minimum slope max, elevation, and shadow. Shadow cast will cast a shadow under your tree, depending on your computer performance. This is recommended to increase the quality of your game. Also, the size variation makes your tree vegetation different sizes every time you paint. So say I put the size variation on 1, your trees will have different variations. As you can see here, it's not very realistic. The variation is too high. Let's go for. Let's go back. Let's go for 0.4. Put the car shadows true. Here you can see it's still too different. Let me turn up the brush size. Okay, yeah, you can see all the trees have different size variations, as this will make your level a bit more realistic, because in real life would you see trees all the same size. And another example, and size changes the overall size of that tree. So if your size variation was on 0 and you turn down the size to about 0.1, all the trees will be small and it will look like grass, mini trees. Go back. Okay. Default. CryEngine's playing up a bit. Alright, okay. Another example. Furthermore, if you want to create, as you can see, I've got different categories for my vegetation, such as forest floor, flowers, and little and river plants. This is my vegetation I've used for the forest floor. All these trees are within this category, and you can see if I go forward at my level, you can see that there are different river plants I have used which is within this category that I've made myself. So for example, if you want to make a new category, you just go to add vegetation category, call it whatever you want, and you can add different vegetations to it. And if you want to paint this category all at once, you just press the category paint objects, and also you can change the properties of all the vegetation you're using at the moment at the same time. And when you paint, you can see as all the different objects will be painted at the same time, so you'll get a lot of variation with your level, make it a bit more realistic. And also, if you wanted to add a car shadow, they will all have shadows underneath them to make it more realistic. And lastly, I have distant trees for low resolution trees for the background, because your player is not going to go into the mountains, so there's no point in having high resolution trees, 3D trees like this, to be in the background. So if you want to pick X trees or low resolution trees, just go add vegetation, you go to there should be X trees in this folder. Well, in the future, just look for X trees to place in the mountains. I can't find that at the moment. Or you can go to the folder distant trees, and there's different mixes of distant trees you would use in the mountains. Natural trees. Here we go. You go natural vegetation, rocky ravine, and then go X trees, pine. These are different trees you can use. Let's just use this as an example. All these trees will have low resolution, just X trees. Such, look, you can see the X, and then that's why they call it X trees. Very low resolution. They used to use in old games, and just place them in the mountains to increase the detail of your level, and keep your frames per second up, and also decreasing the amount of memory the game uses. So that's the vegetation tutorial, and next I'll be explaining other tutorials like particles, AI, and other CryEngine free equipment and tools. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.